Mike Bedard with Cinema Singularity, and I'm here speaking with Eve Connolly of the new film So Torn. Just briefly, can you talk a little bit about your character and how you came to be introduced to the project? It's based on a short film. Did you watch the short first, or did you get the script and then watch the short?
Yeah, I was sent the script as an audition, and I was also sent the short film. And so that was my first impression of it. And from the first time I saw it, I thought it was one of the most original things I'd seen. And so I immediately wanted to be a part of it. And then meeting the director and just seeing how lovely and passionate he was made me jump on board as well. And I think overall the character is she's a mobile seamstress, and she comes across a drug deal gone bad, and kind of makes the decisions that maybe you wouldn't expect of her, but that's what's interesting about it. And I think that there was a lot in the character that I wanted to explore as an actor. And so immediately everything about it made me want to jump on board.
Since your character is a seamstress, she deals with threads a lot. There are a lot of great shots of kind of the intricacies of like holding and like threading. Did you have experience sewing beforehand, or was that something you had to learn? Are those like your hands kind of dealing with all the threads throughout the film?
Yeah. Those are my hands. I did not have any experience sewing. I could not sew to save my life. But Freddie sent me all these videos of everything I would have to do in the film. So I spent the weeks coming up to it just practicing those moves. So I still can't sew, but I can do everything that Barbara does in the film.
You could mimic sewing. It's
Yeah, exactly. I'm a good mimicker.
there you go. So this is a film about choices as your character comes across this crime scene, and then we see the different scenarios that could have played out. And as an actor, I'm sure you've had plenty of choices over the years of maybe you had to decide between different projects, what you want to do, knowing you're kind of at a crossroads. What's your process kind of like in deciding what projects to take next, and kind of dealing with your own choices, even though I'm sure they're not life or death like in the movie.
Yeah. God, but they're still tough. I
Yeah.
mean, I struggle with it. I struggle with decision making and what's best, and I worry so much about every decision I make, and I'm making the wrong one. And I think what I've learned and what I try to do is to just make the decision and then completely put the other one out of my mind, because no matter which way you go, you're gonna have some regrets either way. So I think just jumping on board with one decision and sticking to it and forgetting about what could have been, because you can't change it.
Barbara really is just this great, really uh, complex character. Did you look toward any other characters or film performances to help inform your own?
Hmm. No, actually, I didn't. I think what informed the performance the most was getting her backstory clear
Mhm.
and talking to Freddie about what was driving her to make the decisions she makes, because she makes some drastic decisions, and that we needed to feel that she had a reason to do it, and that if we were pushed to it, maybe we might make the same decisions if we had the same story that Barbara had. So I think that was the main thing, is just getting really clear on her backstory. That's what helped the performance the most, I think.
This is Freddie McDonald's first feature-length film. What's it like being part of a filmmaker's kind of feature debut and getting to see him? He's very young, and but getting to work with him and kind of seeing what he could potentially do in the future.
Oh, it was incredible. And it's something we said all the time, that we just couldn't believe how young he was and how sure he was, and his knowledge of film and his references, and just how clear he was in his vision. He knew exactly what he wanted in every single scene. He knew how he was going to edit it as he was filming it. And so it really did just feel like you were watching someone who was going to be one of the greats, and you were just watching them at the start, and it was a pleasure. And he's also just one of the nicest people in the world, and he can lead a set as if he was working in the industry for years. So yeah, it was one of my favorite experiences on a set, honestly.
The film has a lot of some action, some very kind of detail oriented scenes. Were there any that were particularly challenging for you as an actor, either just from emotion or just from a purely physical standpoint of needing to do this intricate task?
Yeah, I think I was nervous about the intricacies of it, because I just hadn't done that before. And I think I surprised myself that I was even able to do those things. Like there are certain little maneuvers that Barbara has to do that I was nervous about, and then it turned out that uh, I could do those easily, and so it all worked out fine. I think I was nervous as well for the dance at the end, because that wasn't rehearsed or particularly planned. It was mainly just improv and knowing what we were trying to hit, and so that was kind of anxiety inducing, but in the end, it worked out well.
That's great. I mean, I love So Torn. It's such a unique film, like nothing like I've seen before in a long time. What kind of projects do you have coming up next? If you can talk about any.
I don't know if I can. I mean, I guess just like in general, I'm doing a TV show at the moment, and I'm hoping to work with John Lynch again on a film, and I'm actually writing myself as well. So my dream is to one day write and direct as well myself. So hopefully in the future, probably a long way away, but hopefully that'll be the main thing.